Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. It's a three old guys show as I'm joined in the studio by Dale Blomquist and Mike Canistero. We discuss wonderful timepieces and election difficulties. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, it is Tuesday. It is, what time is it? I don't even know. It's 7 o'clock.
7:03:21.
It's 7:03:21. Thank you, Mike. It's the new time for the Life Radio Show. We got kicked out of the Wednesday show because too many people listened during lunchtime and lost their appetites, I'm guessing.
Well,
so they kicked us into the evenings. They said, here, have a Tuesday during the summer when nobody will even be in the school. So, fantastic. Here we are, right back on track where we should be. And the secret is they're going to rebroadcast this crap tomorrow with the noon to 2 spot anyway. So
yeah, that'll teach them.
Wow.
That'll teach them
right there.
They tried to get rid of me,
Teach you.
and we'll just record it and throw it back at them.
yeah.
So anyway, this is the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. Since I don't think I introduced who I was yet, and we might have people that are listening that have never heard of comedy
Oh,
in general.
Well, there's
Like-
three in this room.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've seen it done before. In fact, this
I have,
past
too.
weekend, Thursday night, I went to see Steve Hofstetter at Wiley's. Fantastic show. Very funny. Friday
did
night,
he plan a heckler for you?
no planned hecklers.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I thought about trying it.
That's his
Yeah.
gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday night, I kind of felt like I was cheating because I went to the Funny Bone to see Greg Hahn. So,
Greg Hahn's great.
Yeah.
Greg, that's the only reason I went. I didn't go because it was Funny Bone. I went because it was Greg Hahn. But nothing against the Funny Bone, but when you know, it's the competition.
I think that's deeper issues we need to dig into today. Go ahead and lean back a little bit, Don.
Okay, you take over, Dale. My guest co-host for the show is Dale Blomquist. My other guest is staying for the whole show, so might as well be a second guest co-host, and we'll just see who can co-host the heck out of each other. I'll sit back here and do nothing. Mike Canistero
Good to be
is
here.
also in with us.
I will co-host the heck out of
Yeah,
this.
two
Yeah,
co-hosts.
I
host
won't.
this.
I won't do that.
I will caca host this whole thing.
I won't do
Can we
that
say
at all.
caca?
I think so. I think
No one's
Kaka
here.
should be fine. Yeah, nobody's listening, so who's going to report it?
Well, my dad's
Yeah.
listening.
Your dad's listening. Hi, Mike
Mike the
Canistero.
third.
Yeah, Mike the third. So you're
Yeah.
Mike the fourth.
I wish he was here
No,
to see.
I mean, I'm Mike the third.
You're Mike the third.
I always
so.
can't stop thinking about myself.
Okay.
He's the second.
I wish he was here to see these topless girls in our studio.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Well,
wish I was
when-
here to see
When
that.
are the lap dances on this couch?
When do they start? Is that what you?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. When do they start? When do they arrive? I was promised. that-
Oh, okay.
that,
We'll get to it. We'll
that
get
you
to
would
it.
lap dance for me.
Oh, I was gonna
You
throw
always
Dale
switched
at you.
it there?
Yeah,
I was gonna throw Dale at you actually.
Oh, dang.
I was just getting ready to break my hips.
Dale's like that
Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon stripper. He's like, you go into the place on Tuesday afternoon, and he's $300 away from his rent every month.
Yeah, that's pretty much it right there.
I'm just saying metaphorically.
Metaphorically,
Not
you're the metaphorical Tuesday afternoon stripper.
Dale.
So I would do that.
Okay.
That'd be a
Well,
good gig.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there wouldn't be a lot of patrons in there, so probably wouldn't have to do
Get
a whole
lot
lot
of
of
personal
dancing.
attention.
So it'd be
That's
like
true,
it'd be
that's
like the
true.
school right now. It'd be like right state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, if you want to go out and offer lap dances through the school, I'm sure you'll get as many takers.
You could. Down near the...
I'm gonna do lap dances for anybody. Anybody. You thought I was gonna say women? No.
Yep, the lap dancing comedy show with Dale. That's
That usually comes for the strip part.
yeah. Well, I was going to say that was the comedy. You weren't going to say anything. It would just be a comedy show in general.
Physical comedy.
Physical comedy, yes.
Yeah.
Like a slapstick or something like that.
Be a slapstick, all right.
That's extra, isn't it?
Slapstick's extra.
I'm a prop comic.
He reminds me of
Yeah.
Shemp.
yes, the hated stooge.
Yep.
I liked Shemp. Shemp was
I
my
did
favorite.
too. Shemp was all right.
He filled in for Curly when he was off at rehab or something. Is that how it worked?
Probably. I don't know. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I know if I was Curly, I'd want to be in rehab. I don't know what that means.
It doesn't matter. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Curly, if I was
what would
Curly,
you do
I'd
if you were Curly?
be in rehab. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh,
In
wise
rehab.
guy.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Wise guy, huh? No one saw that. 'cause no one's
nobody
here.
did because nobody's here, and
Even
it's
you
radio.
guys didn't see that. You were taking a drink, and Dale's like,
Dale's
I
giving
kinda
up.
goes off.
microphone over here.
Yeah. Dale's giving up, so he's just not looking at anything anymore. He's like, I can't watch this. I'm a professional, damn it.
When the life changes, and this is the life radio show, when it changes, I'm just
I
not-
think
I'm
we're
just
all
not
going
ready.
through some life changes, Dale.
yes.
Yeah. Life's going through some changes, and we're going through life changes. And, I'm going to go to the bathroom, whatever bathroom I
going
want.
through. I just started a new job on Monday.
Really?
New job, back on day shift. That's the real reason that I've been booted to a nighttime radio show.
That's a good.
As I got
move.
back on day shift, 8 to 5. My last job, I was arguing with my boss for some time because I wanted more electrically safe uniforms than something that was a polyester blend. Because I do electrical work every now and then, and you can't have a polyester blend because it will melt to your flesh if there's an incident.
Yeah.
And could not get new uniforms. So I started this new place Monday. They bought me a brand new truck. So
It's a new employer. It's a new employer.
Well, yeah, new employer. So, of course, I got new uniforms one way or another.
Yeah.
Because I knew that was the only way I was getting them.
Is it a hospital?
It is several hospitals, actually. It's
boy.
I'm going to be traveling around to several different locations.
Is it the one that closed?
Huh?
The hospital that closed? Are you going to tear it up?
We can't
I'm
use
going
their real
around to
name.
all the ones that are closing. I'm actually the
You're like
reason.
the Grim,
they
the Grim
see me
Reaper coming through.
Yep, they
Hello,
see me coming.
folks.
They're like, nope, shut the doors. We're closed.
As long as it ain't that hospital with the kid with the dinosaur egg in his head. The doctors found a dinosaur egg in my head, and then they had to go get it. It must have been really important. And then they took me and I time traveled. And then it's like, really, in real life, they took a bone saw to your head, kid,
Right.
and opened
And-
you up like a Monty Python Terry Gilliam animation.
And
and then I woke up and I hate the place forever, and I never want to go there.
and may have cut a little too deep. Is
Could
what
be.
you is
Yes,
that what you're
that's
trying to
why
say?
he's doing
is
the
that what the whole
commercials.
dinosaur egg thing? Because he just doesn't even know where he is.
Yeah, I think he's just like, and I don't even know what I'm saying right
That's
now. Someone's just pulling a string in the back of my head,
I'm a real boy.
and I'm a real boy.
See, I would let him do that for the gig. I
Yeah.
just need a gig here and
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
You mean let them saw into your head?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Oh yeah. You really are desperate for shows. Aren't you?
I swear to God.
We'll have to do a
We're all
ventriloquist
desperate
act.
for
Yeah,
shows. That's why we're here.
that's
I mean,
true.
if you think
that's
about
true.
it, we're all.
I was so desperate for shows. Not only did I start a radio show, I bought a comedy club.
That's
How you can't get any
that
more
is-
desperate for
that's a
attention
big,
than
you've
that.
got a lot of shows. You should book yourself.
I haven't
on-
done that yet. I don't.
Yeah.
It just feels dirty. I guess feels dirty.
That's
to
why
say,
I'll
just
book
put me
you.
on a show. I own the place.
I'll- That's
Yeah.
why you were on my show.
Because
We
I own the
had
place.
Rob
I
Haney.
figured
I
you're
said-
like, yeah, I got to throw a little love to this. You know.
Talk to Rob Haney about that, because he didn't feel dirty. I mean, he booked himself every other show. And no, I'm sorry, that was very, very generous. Like every
show.
show,
Yeah.
except for the ones that were like,
But he had the best speech. I don't want to tell you how much little money you're going to get for this.
yeah, I'll tell you right off the bat.
It's very low pay. So, all
That's how it
right.
goes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
That's what
He
happens.
never booked me, actually, and then I was like, God, I mean, I feel bad that Rob. I mean, Rob, I'm not his taste, I guess, and I was at peace with it. And then I saw he drove a PT Cruiser, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not his taste. I'm like, I am so glad I'm not that guy's taste.
Hey, if I didn't fall off the stage, I would have never got a gig.
Did you
Right.
fall off the stage?
Oh, yeah. When the stairs were in the middle and there were no
Yeah.
sides,
He was under the stage.
I was going.
Yeah, I was going to say that you didn't even look anything like
I was running up the stairs,
Puke.
hit that top step, and just wham. Some people laughed. I don't think he meant to do that.
I've seen people fall on that stage.
So that was how you got booked initially?
He thought I was
afraid you were going to sue him?
Yeah. In lieu of a sue me, here's $25
Yeah.
for the weekend.
Yeah.
And that includes the Thursday show.
Yep, and you got to pay for drinks.
Yeah.
So just give that right back now. Yeah, that's
Whatever.
Well, I could really go for some food. Can I have some of them goldfish?
we're bringing those back, Dale. It's going to be our new
Jack
staple.
Wilson did a joke that he had to get the special goldfish that had frowny faces on them, just to fit the place. No, I'm just joking. Sorry, you bought the place. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Make fun of my club, Mike. What, you
No,
got
I'm
anything
not.
to say
I'm not
about
making
the
fun. I
radio?
love your
I'm
club.
just kidding.
I'm not gonna.
You got anything to
I
you got
love-
any
hey,
trash to talk
I'll
about my
take
radio
whatever-
show while
It's
you're
like
sitting here?
13 minutes and 20 seconds.
I'll
in.
take whatever spots you just got pulled from.
What's that?
I'll take whatever spots Mike is now off of.
Yours.
Yes.
Because
None.
you booked
I
me.
was on none.
And then it's perfect. Because that doubles my none.
Yeah, 2 times
Well,
nothing is nothing.
Mike's booked me before, too. So,
I have.
yeah. At Cats,
I-
which is...
I had to give that show a rest. I mean, but it's coming back, but without squash. Maybe with squash. I remember you did the set when you were like, squash everybody, because it was just so rough. Now,
I think a bunch of us were doing the squash thing. That
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
That ended up being a theme. It was a theme
so
show.
hard to get people to come out on a Tuesday night that I said, like, I have all these squash. I will just give people squash.
Just show up and get
It was
free
the first
squash night.
squash. It was a squash reverse cover. And
Yeah.
It was like no cover, free squash.
Yeah.
What?
How can you turn that
And
down?
that's when they
You can,
volunteered to
as it
pay.
turns out.
Yeah,
'cause
apparently
you and
a
I
lot
were
of
there.
people did.
That's when they volunteered to pay right there. I'll go ahead and pay.
Yeah, keep the squash. See, we should have brought a big hammer, and we'd just done a Gallagher
We
kind
could
of
have done
show up there.
Gallagher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Gallagher, too.
Or Gallagher too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was out there for a while. Got sued actually.
Really?
Yeah,
By Gallagher?
by Gallagher, he did because it was his brother,
Yeah.
and he had asked him if he could go do that, and Gallagher said, "No, you cannot, absolutely not," and he did it anyway. He was booking himself as Gallagher or as Gallagher too. He was doing both, and so he sued him.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, why
So
wouldn't
he
he?
opened for himself.
He opened for himself.
Please welcome Gallagher.
It'd be like the Snyder brothers back when they were like starting out. You book both of them.
I only booked one. He played 2 parts. I said, change your shirt.
Yeah, go back up there. Do your brother's stuff.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah. How would you decide which one to feature and which one to headline?
Now they don't look the same because Jay's kind of big.
Really?
He's got a gut.
'Cause I don't think I've ever seen.
So
that
if you're
fucker.
out there, Jay, go ahead and call us in.
Yeah, why not? 775-5555. Call in. Yeah.
Sure he would. Of course he's listening.
So what's been we'll start with you, Dale. What's been? I had to look at my notes.
Huge
So what's
Dale.
what's been going on lately, comedy wise, or anything else you want to
just-
talk about?
Comedy-wise, I mean, I got one show at Wiley's over Memorial Day. So that's what the next dates I got planned. Friday night and then 2 on Saturday.
And that's the Cry for Help shows.
That's the 25th and the 26th. And there's a different headliner for each show. So if you hate me, come to one of the Saturday ones.
Yeah, there you go.
If you love me, come to the Friday one.
Yeah. And I noticed I'm not booked on any of them. No.
Yeah, I don't know. You can have my spot.
That's all right. That's all right.
Both my spots on Saturday.
You do a fine job.
Cry for Help tour shows are great.
They are. They bring people in. They get a good
I've got
crowd
my
in
own
there usually.
stat on it. I said we had the biggest attendance at Wiley's for 2017 was the Cry for Help.
Yeah, cool.
All them other guys, they only did like one show.
Yeah,
That's their
There are
fault.
2 or 3, maybe at the tops. Yeah,
Good.
good,
Cool.
good.
Excellent.
What's been happening with you, Mike? School's out, is it?
Oh, I
Or-
just put my grades in. I just had an influx of emails from people begging if they could change their grade, but that's a different story altogether. So, a week from tonight, I'll be at the Blue Note Bistro over in
That's in Miamisburg.
Yeah. So featuring for Matthew David Stanley. So
Oh, okay.
I'm interested. I've never been to the place. I love Miamisburg, though.
I've heard that's a good show. I think Karen did that.
Karen
one,
Jaffe
last
runs
time
it.
around.
I do
she
gotta
runs
say-
it. I didn't know she ran that one.
Well,
Yeah, she hasn't
runs it.
booked you
Okay.
either.
She hasn't booked me either. Yeah. It's
Well, I mean, you
that's
know.
kind of a nice place there, so I can understand that. But
Yeah. or me.
But I'm kind of interested in going there. I mean, the last time I was in Miamisburg, it was last summer, and we did a show that Jack Wilson or Larry Hanskin set up at the movie theater.
oh yeah, okay,
And
I
we
remember
were
that one.
sweating bullets because it was a Friday night. And the thing about Miamisburg is it's a pretty, like, it's kind of like the Oregon District except more normal. You know what I mean? Like, it's everything. All the establishments are tight into each other along that main street there.
Right.
And you don't have to pay to park, and there's nobody panhandling you. And then we're like, geez, there's like 8 people in the audience. We're going to eat it tonight. And then all of a sudden, just people started pouring in, I
Cool.
guess they just go to the theater, after
Hang
dinner.
out and see if
This is
something's
one-
on.
well, whatever's
This is
playing.
one of the
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack
Although
Wilson.
the 3D effects are awesome.
So I'm kind of pumped about going back to Miamisburg. Who isn't?
I'm always pumped going to Miami.
Yeah.
Now,
So that and Sperm Life. I got to talk about Sperm Life on YouTube. How am I
I
not
love
getting any
those,
hits
by the way.
on my sperm cartoons?
I don't understand it because I mean, if you go to the Life
Yeah, you
radio
shared it.
show
It was
on
nice.
Facebook,
Dale
you
didn't
can
share
find
it,
it
but
on there.
that's-
Well, that's Dale.
I'm not interested in your sperm.
It's
Yeah,
not my
yeah,
sperm. It's cartoon.
yeah, it's cartoon sperm. It's all right.
Oh,
It's easier to clean up. You
Yeah,
just-
yeah. Just like white it out.
those are funny. I like the Stormtroopers one. Was cracking me
yeah.
up.
Well, I mean, I have like 8 episodes planned, and I'm going to try to do one a week. But I'm taking a break this week to do another video. So, trying to do one YouTube video a week. If anybody wanted to follow me on YouTube, it would be wonderful. But
What's your YouTube handle?
my name, but that's hard to spell.
Oh, okay.
So
That's Mike Camaro Stereo.
yeah, Castoroni,
Testosterone.
testosterone. So that's probably part of it. But anyhow,
Well,
you can
I
just
will.
search
I will
Sperm
make
Life
ju-
on
yeah.
YouTube and probably find it.
well, I mean, we're at right now.
We search that on YouTube. Don't just Google it in because you never know
You could
what you're
maybe
gonna
do
get.
either.
Well, you never know what you're gonna get if you Google sperm.
Sperm Life.
Yeah,
You get some science videos.
yeah, that could be. Yeah, there's like the
Some science
lifespan.
videos. I'm
Yeah,
done
that's
with that.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm
I
doing
somehow
science fiction videos.
think
now.
Yeah.
that you won't get science videos. Just thinking.
yeah. If
Trust
anybody,
Dale on this one.
if anybody has Googled sperm life,
I think the Life would really clean it up, though.
yeah. Well, the life is. I mean, it does tend to make things better.
You mean the show?
No, just the word. That's
The
just
Life?
the word. See, well, that was the mistake I made naming a comedy show The Life because everybody hears it and they assume it's something religious, and it's like, oh no.
I think
Good.
I thought it was cereal.
Oh well,
Yeah, that's how old I am.
Well,
There's a
Mikey
life
likes
cereal.
it.
That's just Life.
Yeah, that's just life.
I like the Life. And I'm Mikey.
Yeah,
Hey,
see,
Mikey.
Mikey likes
I
it.
like it. I like the Life. Oh, wow.
That's gonna be my new promo. Is just you saying
Mikey
I'm
likes
Mikey
it.
and I
How
like
about
the
I
life.
do a little
Yeah.
video, like, not video, a little audio clip, like, I like it. I like it. Hey, Mikey. No, that's not how it works. Dang it.
Because you're Mikey.
You know Mikey died? Not really. That was a thing that he did. They said he died.
Choked on a
Oh,
cereal.
well, yeah, joked on life cereal.
He choked that. At the,
Choked
you
to
know.
death on life.
Should we tell people to vote, or is it too late?
What time do the polls close? 7, 7:30, 8?
Right now it's 7:21:52.
Thank you, Mike.
I just love the new clock. It's awesome.
It is great.
Yeah.
It's been up here a couple months, but you haven't been able to do the daytime shows. So.
I haven't because I've been teaching, so I'd had to take a fake personal day, but I didn't want to do that.
It would have been totally worth it. You get closer to that microphone because you keep zoning out. Just
Dang it.
Yeah,
So-
dang it.
Here, how's this?
Perfect.
Is that good?
Perfect.
If you just had a
I would-
headset, he'd be set.
If I had the headset,
Yeah, he would.
We
he
would-
would know.
we
the
would
levels.
both be
And
smiling.
yeah.
Get out and vote, people.
Yep. Get
This
out
is
and vote,
me
'cause there's
telling you to
always-
vote.
There's always some. There's bound to be a levy to vote against.
Isn't the pot thing on there? Come
The
on,
pot
people.
thing isn't on there.
I
Everybody
don't
be-
remember, man. I did go out and vote on the way to work this morning. There was no pot for me at my voting booth, so
Yeah, they should give you.
it would get people in.
You know, like there's always that guy who's running for coroner that's unopposed. I want to see a hotly contested political
Coroner
race for coroner.
You want to
You
hear?
know,
You want to hear the
I
fighting?
tell you, that guy in 2017 died of meningitis, not pneumonia. This guy isn't fit to run for coroner.
Yeah,
You know, that's sorry.
fake.
I
death
know. I
news.
like that.
Yeah.
I like
In
this.
fact-
I want to vote for. I want to see what's a Democratic coroner candidate. got
Yeah, what would
that
the
have to
issues
do
be? What would the
Well,
coroner?
the Democratic candidate would want to appease the dead people so that
Yeah.
they'd vote for him.
He would say they're still alive.
Well, he wouldn't want one dead person to have all the dead. He'd want to spread it around
And the
and get
Republican-
more people dead.
Would it'd be there? They'd have the cadavers have right to life. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. So the Democrats be pro-choice. You can die if you want to.
Kinda. I
Kinda.
mean,
Well,
they
so
they
you
could
could-
be like,
yeah.
yeah, you choose to be dead.
Right.
Yeah. I
That's,
think that would
yeah.
be. Yeah, I was getting, kind of with the choice thing.
yeah, okay.
That's what staggered me there.
Yeah, because it's not really a choice eventually,
It's,
Yeah, I mean,
but it
yeah.
can be.
It can
what's
be.
called
Yeah.
misdirection. A misdirection one.
Mr. Erection.
No, the
We
headset's
can't say
gone.
misdirection
Oh.
on this show. We
well,
can't do
well
this.
my next guest is going to have a hell of a time.
Who's got to follow this?
Nobody. It's us for 2 whole hours.
I know it's only 7:24:34,
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
right next to the albums.
Yeah, well, they stapled those to the wall. I guess nobody really
That is
likes
a very
those
nice
albums.
clock, I got to say. I mean, I know I said it 3 times now.
That's all right. That's all right. Hey, I can't have my clock complimented enough.
Yeah, you got a big clock.
How's it going, Dale?
And Mike needs to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Mike's
It-
putting time out.
Yeah. Oh, it is time for the comedy rundown. I'm going to hit the comedy rundown, and we'll play a little tune from Potter's Field.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
Because I know that's a shocker. but
That has
that's
not
who we're
changed.
not much, because you gotta love some Potter's Field.
yeah.
But here's this week's comedy rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in downtown Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Wednesday, May 9th, open mic at South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. Thursday, May 10th, Springfield Country Club Comedy Night at 2315 Signal Hill Road in Clark, Ohio, with Leslie Norris Townsend. That show starts at 7 p.m. Also, Thursday, May 10th, open mic at the Hookah Bazaar at 958 Patterson Road in Dayton. That show starts at 10 p.m. Sign-ups if you want stage time are at 9:30. Thursday through Sunday, the 10th through the 13th, Jordan Rock is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Friday and Saturday, the 11th and 12th, Brian Swinehart is at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. Saturday, May 12th, Touch a Splash presents D.C. Young Flytrap Comedy at Deja Vu at 4321 Salem Avenue with Action Jackson, Mark Paul Gregory, and many others. All right, Mike. Action Jackson.
Sorry.
I thought that one would get you.
That one just got to me a little bit. No, I had something in my throat a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, I'm
Sunday, May 13th, there is no Wiley's Sunday Comics this Sunday because it's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So, I put it on the list. I didn't even know that.
I'm glad your club has some
See, now-
respect.
Yeah.
Those
well,
are
somebody's
usually the
gotta
dates that
have
Rob Haney would tell me. Say,
What's
why don't you
that?
come in on Mother's Day? You can have that one.
you can have that show.
And the next one you get is Father's Day.
Yep, there you go. That is it. As always, check out wileyscomedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And don't forget to show some love to the Monday night open mics we have. We have an open mic at Hannah's at 121 North Ludlow Street in Dayton and one at Ollie's at 518 Miamisburg Centerville Road. I believe we still have both of those. I'm
And then
never
we
sure.
do
I'm never sure.
the 12th.
The 12th?
In Miamisburg, the Blue Note.
Is that this Saturday, the 12th?
No. Sorry, the 15th. My
15th.
bad.
Okay.
That goes
15th.
past your calendar.
Okay. Yeah. I have a limited
But
range.
Won't be here to plug it. So,
Right.
you know,
So
I have to plug it.
yeah,
know?
because that's the 15th. That'll be on a Tuesday.
That's a
So
Tuesday.
I'll actually be in here while that's going on.
Yeah,
so even if I plugged it in
shouldn't.
here,
I assumed
nobody'd
you
be
were-
able to get to it.
That's true.
You thought I would go all the way into next week with? I probably should.
Actually,
Yeah,
you should
we-
because
I should.
it would. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on Wednesday?
We
Well, I
should,
don't know because I'll be here next Tuesday, so I
I
can
know.
hit it then. But next
That's true.
Tuesday night,
Actually,
The
by me
15th
plugging my show a week from now, I'm taking away from your radio show.
plug
We're in
away.
competition.
Plug away.
Am I
That's
going to
all
be
right.
banned?
That's all right. No, you won't.
It's
You,
like
you're
a
okay.
crackers.
You're okay.
It's like a crackers thing in
I
Indianapolis.
will ban you for calling me a cracker.
It's like a Morty's Crackers thing.
Morty's Crackers.
I just
I haven't tried
promoted
those.
his show in conflict with his show.
That's
I
terrible.
get it. I get it.
It's
And
terrible.
like I said, I mean, I'm serious about the holidays because, my next show is Memorial Day weekend.
Dale's a holiday comic.
Yeah, he's
Next
one,
he's
he's
looking
a
for July 4th.
special holiday comic.
The only one that I really want is the day after Thanksgiving because
Yeah,
that one's going to be a sold-out packed show.
Really?
Well, if I'm on it.
If you're on it,
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Just like last year.
All right. Anyway, yeah, that is it. I think it's time for break now.
Oh, I
Time
thought we
for
were
break.
done.
Yeah.
You're just saying that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it again.
That's it. We're all done.
We're done.
7:29:04.
Enjoy a little Potter's Field. We'll be back here shortly.
Call
Lane, I've been going to this high school for 7.5 years. I'm no dummy.
All right, we're back on the Life Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. It is, what time is it, Mike?
7:34:53.
All
Dale
right.
just told me not to do that.
54.
I know, that's why I had to, that's
57.
why I had to go there. And
It's a
we
new
were
minute,
also
new
back
minute,
with,
new
Dale's
minute.
Rain Man now.
Yep, we're also back with Dale, the Rain Man Blumquist. And did you say it was National Teachers Day?
Yeah.
So it's Election Day and National Teachers Day.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I really hope you went out and voted
I
down
don't
your
care
local
about
school
either of
levy.
those.
That's why I'm glad Mike's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our teacher. That's
Yeah.
our
That's
chemistry teacher.
I only have to be nice to one and to make it a successful day. And Mike's the one I chose to be nice to.
Good.
Absolutely. There you
Good.
go.
When's that going to start?
Yeah.
Because he's got kind eyes, and I've never felt this way about a man before.
You haven't?
Except when I have Don Smith on my show.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah. I get a little. Last minute. That was a physical.
That was
thing
a physical
of me
microphone
pointing the
thing,
microphone
yes.
up in the air.
Yes,
Well, see, now that's the kind of humor I do on the radio.
yeah.
Physical
Yeah.
stuff.
Physical
comedy, yeah.
visual comedy
We
on
should
the
do
air.
more
That's-
slapstick on this. You know,
We
like,
should.
And just
Yeah.
like a bunch of sound effects, and you have to imagine what it's like.
Okay, then
How do you call the show? Because I don't know what they're doing.
yeah, there you go. You have to call to find out, and then we'll give you a play-by-play
Yeah.
of what we were doing.
7,
Well,
5 to the 4th power. Whatever. that is.
Absolutely, I don't. Yeah, seven,
Yeah.
two
Seven-
2 sevens and 5
2,
fives.
7,
I
and
think is-
5, 5.
Yes.
Sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah.
7, 36, 32.
33,
Dale
34,
told me not to do
35.
that, and now I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, every now and then, I'm going to just get that clock out of here. We need to have like a blanket to hang up over it.
Yeah. Next
If you'd
time I'm
only
here,
told us
which is
what-
a joke in itself.
If it was just telling us what Eastern time was. Oh, that is Eastern
That is
time.
Eastern
yeah.
time. Yeah. So we need to know the time now in L.A.
Yeah.
No, we don't. There's no time in L.A. Do we want to hit some news stories?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, it's
okay.
only.
Well, I mean, we'll do those for the rest of the hour, and then we'll come back and talk about more important things. Did you have something else you wanted to
No,
talk
I just
about?
said there's
or-
only 23 minutes,
See?
42 seconds. These people listening have no idea that there's a new clock. Let's just call it out. There's a new clock, and it's digital, and it's huge, and it's beautiful. I like it. It's right above 4 record albums, one of which was something I forgot.
Well, they have to have digital because the kids can't tell time.
My kids
Right,
can't
right.
tell analog, but I do say it's got. I love the new clock, and I'm sorry.
There was a school they had to do that. They had to remove all the analog clocks
Yep.
because none of the
It
students
was
could
in
tell time.
England.
Yeah.
Was it in England? See, I kind of figured that's something that's dumb enough it should have been here in the States.
Sure.
How is England surpassing us in dumb now?
Yeah,
Because we cornered the market on that for a while.
they're.
Because we whipped them. We
Whip
whipped
'em. I
them.
mean, look at, look
whipped
at
'em
how they
good.
shot at us. They just got in
Yeah.
lines and then packed their muskets and.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess they did beat us in dumb back then.
Yeah.
We might have beat them with bullets, but they beat us in stupid
Yeah,
as
they
far as
beat
the
us
way
and
they
just
fought.
like this
yeah.
is my meat shield, and we're going to just go and do this
Yeah.
form
So
of
you
warfare
have-
that's
Yeah,
dumb.
they
You have
had
a
the
meat
numbers.
shield? Is that
Meat
what you have?
shield.
Yeah, it's just like that guy in front of you is always your meat shield. You know, like if you're going to cross the road and there's somebody walking to the right of you, but there's a car you don't think is going to stop. That's your meat shield. But you can have whatever kind of meat shield you want.
All right.
That's how it
That's-
goes.
Well, it's America. You can have whatever kind of meat shield you want for whatever you want it for.
Yeah, yeah. Even a vegan meat shield that's made out of like soy.
That'd be a tofu
Yep, tofu.
Yeah.
tofu shield.
Have yourself a tofu shield.
Toshi.
Tofu shield, if you want.
Yeah.
There's
nothing wrong with
I'm here
that.
to help. And I'm not calling attention to the clock anymore, except that
It
it's
is-
beautiful. If you're in this building and you want to walk by the studio while we're recording here,
You've got
can
till
see the clock.
7:40.
it's really
Yeah,
recording.
You've got till 7:40.
Which gives you 40 seconds.
Yep.
If I'm reading backwards correctly, because all I can see is the reflection in the window
It's-
over there.
it's
So
15 seconds now.
so I'm going to
Yeah,
have to
at
say
the
it's
time.
7:39 and 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, but it's it's a beautiful clock. I love it. Great studio, very picturesque. It's and the album collection, and the Ashes are still here.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just happy to be back. So
It's good to have you, Mike.
Good to have
it's
you.
good that you described the studio for our listeners,
it's purple.
they can't see
I
it.
feel
Yeah.
Prince up in this, with a feeling of it, given that we lost him a year and a half ago.
He's not in the studio, though. You're not going to find him.
Oh, well,
he
I'm
might
not
have.
so
he
sure
might have
about
an
that.
album over there. You never know.
It could be his Ashes over
Could
there,
be.
too.
Nope. It's not. Well, they might have mixed him in with the.
They could have. A little bit.
Yeah.
Feels a lot really
Because we have had people digging around in those ashes lately. I never thought would happen, but we.
I heard about that.
Yeah. It was fun.
You need to get to your papers there. Though. You're
We're okay. We're
you're
okay.
like this,
we
you're
can
like-
we can stall all night, or at least
we
till
talked
9.
about pens for 10 minutes.
We
one
did.
time,
Now you're talking about the clock and
And the-
describing the
yeah, the-
studio. So this is
Clock
all
is-
about killing time tonight.
Ironically, we're killing time with the clock.
Yes.
It's the time channel.
It is a beautiful clock, though, Dale, don't you think? I mean, I know that. Have you seen the clock before me?
Yes.
I think he was on one of
Okay,
the
it's just me.
day
I'm
shows a while
I'm just
back.
starstruck by the clock.
Well, I know why you're doing this, because this is being recorded and it's going to be rebroadcast tomorrow at noon, and they're going to hear all this talk about it being 7:41 and 9 seconds, and this just going to confuse all the listeners.
Oh,
tomorrow.
no, that's not why I'm doing that at all.
Oh,
I would
okay,
never
okay.
misdirect your listeners that way.
There's misdirection.
Well, I figured the time, and it's kind of just like a sequel or something. So I'm perfectly fine
You know
with
what?
that.
Actually, does it start at noon?
It does.
Well, then right now it's 12:41:31.
Yeah, tomorrow,
Yeah.
Wednesday, because this
Welcome
The
to the
next time-
future.
we're like
Oh.
time traveling.
The next time I call attention to the clock, it'll be 1:41:43. I screwed up. Thought it was 6 o'clock. This
There-
started at.
There's really no way you're going to be able to keep
Get out
going.
of this.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
it's done.
that's what you think.
Let's hit some news stories because
Sure,
we've
let's do that.
traveled down that
Yeah, too much.
rabbit hole.
Too much.
Twitter famous shark turned up at a new location on Friday near the Florida Panhandle in the Gulf of Mexico. The shark, named Hilton by scientists, is a 12.5-foot, 1,326-pound great white that has been tracked by shark research organization OSearch, or OSearch, I guess it would be, because it's it's a weird way of spelling it to be fancy. Anyway, since it was tagged in March 2017, though his size may sound impressive, he's not that big relative to other great whites, which can weigh several tons, according to the conservation group Oceana. However, Hilton does have about 29,000 Twitter followers, which is more than most sharks. Hilton's tracker transmits a signal or ping to researchers when Hilton's dorsal fin comes above the water's surface. Hilton, named because he was caught and tagged near Hilton Head, South Carolina, recently pinged in from the Gulf of Mexico. OSearch. That is such a dumb name. They wrote on Facebook on Wednesday the group hadn't tracked him to the Gulf previously. So isn't that exciting?
How does he type with such tiny fins?
Exactly. And how does I guess he pinged himself. I'm trying to figure out
I've
how
done
he
that.
has Twitter
We've
followers
all pinged
because
ourselves.
Yeah.
every now and then.
I'm pinging myself right now.
I was going to say you were earlier when Mike had those headphones on.
Headphone.
Well, no, Mike was pinging you at that point.
Pinging Dale a little bit. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just 29,000 Twitter followers for a shark.
That's only 28,998 more than me.
Right. That's
It's amazing.
you have that many?
Yeah, I have two.
Yeah.
I tried
Myself.
to file.
Yeah.
No,
I was going to say
hey,
you followed yourself and
I-
you created another
I
account.
tagged him in today's.
I got that.
yeah,
Man,
which
you
I was-
tagged him and you pinged him?
I didn't follow
Dale,
him.
you're going to be worn out.
I don't think I followed him if he's only got two.
I'll
You
be
I
thought
thought
it
I
must
did.
not have.
Otherwise, it wouldn't have come up.
I'll be walking funny.
Yeah. You got tagged and pinged. Eventually, you keep pinging yourself, more and more. If you learn to swim and wear a dorsal fin, you might get more followers, apparently.
I think so.
I think just wearing a dorsal fin would get him more followers. He wouldn't have to swim at all. Just wearing the dorsal fin at all times.
That's
around.
true. That's true. Because it'd be unique.
Dale Shark. I like that.
Yeah.
It's Dale Storm, Dale Shark. I liked it.
Yeah, I do too.
So you combine the
Shark.
two.
It's mine.
Sharknado.
It's mine. I own it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dale
it's
Shark.
his
You got
now.
it now.
I mean,
yeah.
you can have it. I mean,
Yeah.
I have to sign a release for
Yep. You tagged him, pinged him, and gave him a shark.
him. Shark stage name.
Because if you're going to wear a dorsal fin, you got to have a Sharky kind of stage name.
I am going to bring someone from Sharknado before the end of the year to come in here and do some comedy.
And
Yeah.
here in the studio, or just
No, I mean at Wiley's.
At Wiley's?
Yep.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you let that out, or who not the shark, but
Well,
who you're bringing, or is it still a secret? Or
Are you just baiting us with it?
I'm a masturbator.
yeah, shark bait?
You shark baiting us?
What was the show with Kirk Cameron?
Left behind,
Good.
Growing Pains.
growing,
Growing
pains.
pains. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was on that.
Justine Baseman?
No, she was a smaller time. She played a girlfriend on the side, and she was
Oh. I've done that.
a playmate.
You played a girlfriend on the
then,
side.
then
On the
she
side
was
of what?
a playmate after that.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Same age
Nice.
as me,
really?
but looks
82?
20. But looks 20. Looks 20 years younger than me.
62?
No, you're just not. There's no gist.
You knew that's why you come here, don't you?
Right.
Just
Make
because
you guys feel young.
Exactly. Yeah,
I
exactly.
know. I get
We're
it.
all like the same age. It's just stupid.
I
Don's
think I'm
actually
younger. I
younger.
just have the gray. I
Don's-
just
yeah,
have
he's
the
got
gray
the
and the
beard.
beard.
And
Yeah.
he's got the gray beard. And
If I
big
shaved the
tail.
beard off, I'd look like a young man.
You
You
did?
know that
Or
wasn't
just a fat
it.
guy without a beard.
When you shaved it off to.
I did. Yeah, I didn't look much
Oh,
younger,
no,
did I?
no.
Thanks, Dale. I knew I brought you on here for a reason, just to make me feel better.
That is a show you should have been there. He did. It was a dead
Yeah,
comic
that was
thing.
the Dead Comics.
Oh, the dead comic. He shaved his beard for
He
that.
shaved the beard
Yeah.
completely
I
off.
fell off the stage too.
Oh, that's
Still
like
have,
3 now.
Still have a scar on my
Dale?
arm from it.
Puke and done.
Yeah. Mine was on
It comes-
purpose, though. Mine was a conscious decision
Oh,
to
That's
roll off the stage.
you know, I was doing a show, obviously, a long time ago when I used to get booked. But like I was doing a show like 2 years
That
ago.
long ago? Oh,
And there was these Columbus comics, and you know, I told them it was right after Puke fell off the stage at Wiley's, and it was Bobby Dodds. You guys know Bobby
I know
Dodds
the
out
name,
of Columbus? So I was telling him, like, hey, this guy just like literally last week fell off the stage, and he's like, so he did, right? Because it's such a
It's
high
like-
stage.
It's a
That's
40-foot
way
stage.
up
He's like,
there,
so
yeah.
he did, right?
Yeah,
He
because we
did.
put the stage on the roof that night.
No, I mean that's a high stage to fall off of if you don't know what you're falling into.
Right, right.
But you're falling into tables.
Yeah.
Actually, is
Well,
what
I
you're
rolled
falling-
off the side, kind of down the step.
Well, no-
Yeah, that's very tasteful.
But back in the day, Rob kept the tables back, so there was room to fall.
Yeah.
You know, Rob had these the duct tape too, so you could see the edge.
That's
That was maybe after you did your fall.
No, I
Yeah.
think it was
it
there.
was after Puke.
No, it was there, and I just missed
Always?
it.
Yeah.
Because let's see, Joanne fell going up the steps.
Yeah, I remember Joanne.
well, the night Puke
Corey
failed. That
Corey Mintz fell going up the steps. I mean, we put together a liability comedy
Yeah.
tour,
Yeah,
and Rob had to book us.
well, that's why it's a cry for help now, because you can't get up after you fell down.
that's how you do it. You just fall.
Well,
going up there.
I think when Puke actually fell off, that's after they moved the steps around to the side.
It was. So what he thought is he
He-
was thought he
yeah.
was going down steps, and he was wasted out of his mind. So
Yeah,
He
I
came
think
off in
that's
the middle?
yeah.
he came off in the middle like we used
Yeah.
to, and then the side. I should probably set this up. Like so, Wiley's Comedy Club, like the stage used to have side.
I would
steps.
use hand gestures. So
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
knows.
No, I'm an Italian. I can't help
right.
it. So like right now,
Draw
I'm
a picture
gesturing
and-
at 7:49:04. Like
05,
the
06.
the stage used to have the stairs on the side, but this guy not only came up those stairs, but forgot that they just moved from the middle, and he wanted to go off the stage in the middle. He was really drunk, though.
Yeah, man. And
I
pretty,
think he skipped
pretty
out on
dumb.
his tab too, or tried to, but he was probably just so wasted he forgot about it.
I don't know. He was pretty dumb. Too.
Yeah,
I think
well,
sober
yeah.
he probably wasn't a whole lot brighter than he was drunk.
He has a belly tattoo. That's dumb.
Yeah,
for a
that's
guy.
it. Yeah.
And wearing a kilt.
They probably did that drunk, though. The belly tattoo.
Probably did, and then just stick with it, right?
Yeah.
Because commit to the bit.
He's not a quitter.
Yeah, just keep going with the drunk tattoo stuff.
What was his belly button tattoo? Because I don't remember it.
I think it was a dragon. I'm just making this up, but I think it was a dragon with a cannon shooting out of it, and then some sort of other one thing with a, that eyeball that's on the dollar bill with the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah.
shooting out into George Washington.
That's not right. That's the
Right
one I
as
was
he
going
was
to get.
crossing.
I was going to
river.
get that same exact tattoo. Now that I know he's got it, I can't.
That's what it was. Something
Well,
like that.
you're not going to believe this.
It might have been a butterfly. It was a
Dale,
butterfly.
put your
I think.
hands back.
I got that tattoo.
Oh my
That's
God.
a small tattoo. I can't see that from here.
No,
Finally.
yeah,
Hurtful.
go ahead, keep going. It's his show at 7:50, 44.
45.
Finally, a fun run that's really fun, or at least really short. On May 5th, the town of Bourne, Texas, held its first ever Bourne 0.5K run. That decimal point is no typo. This run isn't the typical 5 kilometers. It's only half a kilometer, about a third of a mile. Very, very conveniently, quote, the race starts at one local brewery and ends at another exactly half a kilometer away, organizer Jay Milton told KSAT, a station nearby San Antonio. At least close enough, he added, that we can lie and say that it's exact. Participants not only get a free beer at the start and the end of the race, but there is a donut and coffee shop about 150 meters into the course right next to the smoking section. If walking 1,640 feet is too strenuous, VIPs can pay an extra $25 and be transported across the finish line in a 1963 Volkswagen bus. I'm in.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I like it.
Me too.
No matter what that race is, and it's set up in a very whimsical fashion, somebody's trying too hard in that thing.
Oh, absolutely,
You know
because
what
it's
I
a
mean?
race.
Somebody's going to run
Yep.
too hard. And
Somebody's
going to
get at the end of it, and he's going to be at that next bar just shouting, "Yeah, won!" And
No,
he's
I
gonna
don't think he's making it. That guy
Right.
ain't making it. The one who tries too hard, he's going to get
he'll
injured.
get winded.
He'll
like
get winded
point-
or injured, and then care flight.
0.25
They don't have
miles
care
in.
flight in Texas, but
He'll be at the donut shop.
some guy was
Passed out,
plucking
yeah.
people off from the. No, sorry, that's bad.
Yeah,
no one
okay.
from Texas is listening.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
We hope. We always hope
yeah.
that nobody from Texas listens.
Depends on what part of Texas.
Yeah.
You got Austin's too cool for everybody,
Austin.
and then the rest of it's
Just Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
Yep, and then there's North Juarez down there in El Paso. And,
It's kind of like
yeah.
desert area there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Dale's just an observer in
It's
this
like-
whole thing.
It's like, I don't know where they're going, and I don't want to join them.
I'm not going to talk for at least a minute and 3 seconds.
How are you going to time that?
If we just had something we could tell the time with.
A self-declared Bible researcher and conspiracy theorist who has predicted a number of failed doomsday dates is trying a new tack. Instead of giving a date, he's giving a range. David Mead, whose views fall well outside mainstream Christianity, told The Guardian that the biblical, quote, rapture will take place at some point between May and December of this year. So it's coming up.
I bet you wish you didn't make that little statement now. You got something to say, don't you?
When that happens, the world won't end, but rather the faithful will be plucked off the earth. So I say plucked off the earth, leaving the rest behind for 7 years of tribulation. Then he said there will be 1,000 years of peace and prosperity, which is funny. There would be 1,000 years of peace and prosperity after the Christians are all gone. That's kind of weird to me. But anyway, there will be 1,000 years of peace and prosperity before the world actually ends, which would occur by the year 3025, give or take. So nobody alive right now really cares. So the world isn't ending anytime soon, in our life anyway, Mead assured The Guardian. Mead previously predicted the world would end on September 23rd, 2017. Close. At the time, he didn't offer a specific form of apocalypse. In the past, however, Mead has used numerical codes found in the Bible and claimed that a secret planet called Nibiru was on a collision course with Earth. 0 astronomers believed Meade's theory, which is always
45 seconds. I could have said something 45 seconds ago.
Yeah, but you waited. You held
I like
on.
how he
That
did
is
a range.
amazing
Now
control.
at range, that's what meteorologists started doing.
See,
like
he's learning.
20% chance of rain. So there's a 50% chance of apocalypse. That's
Right.
how you get out
Sometime
with the rain.
between now
In
and
1,000 years.
3025.
Yeah. I hope it's soon because I want the peace.
Exactly.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I hope it does happen this year, and they pluck all them little guys out, and we get
And
some peace, quiet around here.
The peace comes from all of them gone. They're not asking for money.
Yeah, I do think that's kind of funny that that it once all the good ones are gone, we'll be peaceful.
Yeah, that sounds very strange.
Yeah, that's
We'll
it's
be
kind of like
peaceful
we'll
after-
get all these.
We'll
We'll
be
get all
gone.
these,
We'll be in heaven. You guys will be peaceful.
Yeah.
I think that's both heaven, right? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I just kind of wonder what heaven's going to be like then if they took all the ones out of here that were apparently causing the problems.
Yeah.
It's going to be like hell.
Maybe
Like
they're
hell.
trying to- yeah. We'll be like hell. Like hell
Yeah.
will be like hell.
Yeah, like hell it will.
75603.
That's my job. Dale took
04.
it away. No, you know what? At this change of the hour, Dale should just start talking about the time.
Yeah,
and then I'll be
we'll
the guy
trade
to count
off.
it down.
Yeah.
Not halfway yet, folks.
Not quite halfway.
Nope.
Although it is getting time to kind of think about taking a break.
Take all the
Well,
fun
we
you've
just
had
think
this
about
first
taking a
hour
break.
and know it's coming again.
It's coming right back
Yep.
again.
Yeah, exactly. Because you get a little break. If the knob on your stereo is broken, if you have a stereo still,
Are there
which
knobs still on stereos?
I don't
even
know.
if there's
Well,
knobs.
I'd imagine some people, if they're listening to this show, they probably have a broken knob on their stereo.
When I fell off that stage, I broke my knob.
Yeah. Yep. Well, fortunately, you were tagged and pinged today, so it made up for it and given a shark.
Yep.
That used to be like a pickup line we used in college. Like, hi, my name's Bob. Bob on my knob. It's just the
Did it ever
stupidest-
work?
Never.
How many guys did that?
Yeah.
4.
Good job.
How many guys did it work on?
7.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you have to go Dice Clay or something? Say, yeah.
Hey,
Bob and Neil, is that your names or your job?
is this a social call? Yeah, maybe break could be good.
Yeah,
It's your
I think
show.
it's time for break. We're going to
What time will we be coming back?
We're going to be back at what time is it now?
It's Dale's. Oh, I
We will
still
be
get
back.
that job.
We will be back in about 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
Or if it's tomorrow at 1, 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock.
Yeah, the show will be done by then.
Yeah. Show's over at 2 o'clock.
Oh, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
12 to 2?
12 to 2.
I'll
Noon to 2.
recalibrate. I got to write this down.
That's all right. Yeah, well, it's complicated. It's complicated.
If you're listening to the rebroadcast,
Call us live.
Yeah, call us at 775-5555 if you're
we
listening on
appreciate
Wednesday.
that. And I hope you're enjoying your Chipotle or whatever you're doing. Probably. I'm just
Probably
kidding.
something like
Something
it.
like that. It's
Yeah, we'll just throw
I
out
wanted
some
to be
free
trendy.
advertisements for Chipotle.
Well, you did it.
Hey, whatever.
All
More
right.
love.
All right.
He wants to take a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a little break, and we will be back with Dale Shark and Trendy Mike. So we'll see you in what did I say, 7 minutes, 32 seconds?
Yes.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email the life1069@gmail.com.
Brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence
So he did, right?